On Apple Valley News now, a plan to reintroduce grizzlies in Washington state gets contentious. Plus, a senior citizen rescued after being stranded in sub-freezing temperatures in the Northwest. Tonight, he's recovering.
And we had sunny skies to start with, but those clouds are rolling in. We have a chance of rain, fog, and even some frost in the forecast. I'll get to all of that in your First Alert full weather forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Alyssa Warner. Public comment is now closed on a proposal to bring grizzly bears back to the North Cascades, a plan that led to contentious debate in Washington state. Last month, Representative Dan Newhouse reiterated his opposition to the plan at a meeting in Okanogan County, saying that the majority of the state feels the same way. Now, Newhouse says out of about 200 people at the meeting, 50 spoke out against the proposal. Only 6 spoke in favor. So we heard from several supporters after the meeting saying that after the crowd booed and yelled at those in favor of the plan, they didn't feel comfortable speaking up.
It's easy to be heard when you're loud and intimidating, but there are a lot of people who are watching carefully and are quietly supporting in the background. And unfortunately, those folks are not as visible, but they're just as important.
Coming up tonight at 6, we'll have more about what those supporters are saying about this proposal and some of the statements made by Representative Newhouse. Now to our weather. WashDOT reports both Cayuse Pass on State Route 123 and Chinook Pass on State Route 410 through Mount Rainier National Park have closed for the season. That after snow fell in the Cascades over the weekend. In fact, WashDOT says Chinook received more than 2 feet of snow during that time. Passes typically reopen around Memorial Day. Stacey Lee is tracking your First Alert forecast here locally.
And just take note, those passes are both higher than Snoqualmie and White Pass, so they typically do get a heck of a lot more snow and much earlier. Here's our setup tonight. We have this upper level low hanging out on the coast of California, just kind of doing its thing. It's going to start moving to the south, but it's been bringing in those showers mainly into Oregon, Northern California, and the coastline. But as you can see, we got the jet stream bringing it right towards eastern Washington. Skywatch radar tonight. Here's where the showers are, right over the central Oregon Cascades, and we'll see some of those possibly filter into the Columbia Basin late tonight, early tomorrow. Here's our Legends Casino Skycam tonight. 46 degrees, winds are light at 7 miles an hour, and the sun, well, it's already set at 4:25. So get ready for increasing clouds tonight. Showers late night or early tomorrow. Chilly overnight lows with frost in the Yakima and Kittitas Valley. Some patchy late night fog could develop in the Columbia Basin and the foothills of the Blues. And we'll have below average temperatures for the next couple of days. I'll get to all the details in your First Alert weather forecast. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacey. And with those dropping temperatures, the Benton Franklin Health District is reminding everyone that there are temporary warming centers available. You can call 211 for information about locations that allow someone to come in from the cold. 211 and 211.org also have important information about local resources like utility assistance, food, housing, and other needs. Oregon State Police rescued a senior citizen who became stranded in those sub-freezing temperatures. 92-year-old Larry Hendrickson continues to recuperate at an Oregon hospital. State troopers learned he'd last been seen on November 7th driving on I-84 in Baker County. A trooper and Baker City police officer found his car abandoned. A short distance away, they found Hendrickson down an embankment covered in vegetation. He had spent the night out there in below freezing conditions. Now we're told he is recovering. Oregon State Police encourage everyone to let somebody know about your travel plans and your intended route, just in case. 1 person died, 6 others were hurt in a head-on crash overnight in Walla Walla County. One of the injured was a 2-year-old. Washington State Patrol says the driver of a minivan tried to pass a car on West 12 Oasis Road, 18 miles east of the Pasco city limits, when he hit another car head-on. A 22-year-old woman and a 2-year-old child were in that car. Both were injured and taken to the hospital. Now, a third car rear-ended them. That driver was not hurt. The driver of the minivan was killed. His 4 passengers, all men between the ages of 18 and 23, were injured and hospitalized. Now to Capitol Hill, where House members voted late this afternoon on the newly elected Speaker's plan to keep the government running. Congress has a deadline of midnight on Friday to reach an agreement. ABC's Rena Roy is tracking the latest.
For the second time in 2 months, the nation was on the brink of a government shutdown. Congress voting on a short-term spending bill introduced by newly elected Speaker Mike Johnson, the plan requiring 2/3 majority to pass. Members passing the proposal.
We're pleased with the outcome.
The unconventional bill dividing funding into 2 parts and keeps agencies like Veteran Affairs, Transportation, and Housing going until January, and the rest of the government functioning until February.
We are not going to have a massive omnibus spending bill right before Christmas. This allows us as conservatives to go into the fight on the next stages of this.
Speaker Johnson facing opposition from within his own party.
Are you going to vote to pass the CR today? Where do you stand?
No.
But we're not cutting any spending.
Some Democrats were open to the plan.
From the very beginning of this Congress, Democrats have made clear that we are going to find common ground with our Republican colleagues on any issue in good faith.
Leader McConnell and I will figure out the best way to get this done quickly. Neither McConnell nor I want to shut down.
That was ABC's Rena Roy reporting. And now that the continuing resolution has passed the House, it goes to the Senate. If it makes it past that hurdle, it will then make it to President Biden's desk. Locally tonight, the Tri-Cities Airport and the Port of Pasco are inviting people to share their opinions on the proposed Aerospace Innovation and Manufacturing Center. Now, Jill Sperling joins us to tell us about the AIM Center. Jill, you spoke with the airport director, Buck Taft, this week. What were you able to learn about the project?
Well, I learned that it's a very long-term project. They're not even going to begin starting on the project for at least 6 years. And the master plan for the AIM Center was just prepared in June of this year, outlining the project area, land use, and cost. The AIM Center will be developed on 460 acres of land within the airport boundary. The project will take at least 20 years to complete and cost approximately $215 million. Airport Director Buck Taft tells me the AIM Center will diversify the local economy by bringing aeronautical careers to the Tri-Cities.
We're looking at developing that land for such, things as vertical takeoff and landing, electric aircraft, autonomous aircraft, AI. That next generation of aerospace is what we're trying to position ourselves for.
Now, before any of this can happen, the airport and Port of Pasco are asking the community to weigh in on the project. They will be hosting a community open house at McGee Elementary on Horizon Drive tomorrow night. And that open house is from 5 to 8 p.m. And if you can't make it, you can fill out a public survey until November 24th at tricitiesaim.com. And we will have a link to that website on our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com later on.
That's exciting stuff. Thank you, Jill.
Thank you.
November 14th is World Diabetes Day, and there are 2 types, but the one that we're talking about tonight is preventable. The International Diabetes Federation says around 1 in 10 adults all over the world has diabetes. Most of those are what we call type 2. Now, this is a serious health concern. It can impact everything. I do mean everything from your weight to all the way to your eyesight. Type 2 diabetes typically develops fairly slowly, with your health getting worse for years before you get an official diagnosis. Now, the good news is if you take action in that pre-diabetes window, you can make fairly small changes that will have a big impact on your health down the road.
Those modest changes could include losing 5 to 7% of your body weight, so maybe 10 to 15 pounds, eating more fruits and vegetables, getting at least 20 minutes of physical exercise a day. So again, modest.
If you're not sure whether you're at risk for type 2 diabetes or pre-diabetes, there is a quick free online test that can help you find some answers. We'll have a link to that for you later this evening on our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com. And I also asked about the holidays, which for a lot of people involve a lot of sweets. Dr. Holliday said try to stick to moderation as a strategy. Maybe try to balance those treats out with getting a little extra activity if you can. 5 Hermiston middle schoolers were nationally recognized for their broadcasting stories that they submitted recently. All 5 were named as finalists in the National Scholastic Press Association 2023 Broadcast Story of the Year competition. Jacoby Rodriguez was a 6th grader at Armand Larive Middle School when his story, What Got Them Into Coaching, was submitted. He received 5th place for the news package. Now, he says that he got the inspiration from being on the sideline at Hermiston High School's basketball practices with his mom. He says he put in a lot of time editing everything before sending it off to the national competition.
Lots of time, like every day in here, the first thing I would do was log into the computer and just start editing, like even before class would start. like I'd get here as fast as possible to start editing because there was just so much to do.
And I think that's an important thing to emphasize too, is that they did not get any help from me on these projects at all. They've just taken what they've learned in class and they're applying it in real time.
Now, the stories were selected for the finalist round based on camera work, audio quality, lighting, interviewing skills, and storytelling. You can find Jacoby's story at applevalleyNewsNow.com. A dramatic demonstration today in the hopes of helping people survive holiday hazards. We'll show you what happened next. And check out this time lapse. We're expecting possible showers, even some fog. Stacey Lee has your first alert forecast coming up. Plus, great expectations at a Northwest Zoo. Not one, but 2 babies on the way, and that may help 2 endangered species. The details coming up on Apple Valley News Now.
Thank you for getting groceries, Mika.
Of course. Happy to help. Will Medicare cover any of these bills?
I thought it would, but it doesn't.
We'll get through this. I will always be here for you.
I know. But what about you? I don't ever want you to be in this situation.
Don't worry, Dad. With WA Cares, I'm earning long-term care benefits with each paycheck. That money will be there when I need it.
Find out how the WA Cares Fund can help.
We wondered, where do people do their banking? So we asked.
I bank at Hapo.
Hapo's my bank. I've been a member of Hapo since I was 10 years old, 60 years.
I bank at Hapo Community Credit Union.
I'm with Hapo.
You're not just a number there, you're treated really well.
I feel like they're part of my community.
It's easy, it's convenient, and I don't know, I just love the people there.
I guess the question we should be asking is, where do you credit union? Join Hapo Community Credit Union today.
Youth ride free with BFT. Check your student ID for the BFT logo. Show it to the driver and ride free. Don't have a BFT logo sticker on your ID? Ask your school how to get yours.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months, plus save up to $800.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at GoKubota.com.
Does anybody want my tomato?
What have you got against tomatoes?
Not my favorite fruit.
Wait, tomatoes are fruit?
Yeah, it's disgusting. I don't know how anybody can eat those things.
You do know that tomatoes are in ketchup.
Twig's Bistro and Martini Bar. We're shaking things up.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
Welcome back. A Hyundai owner nearly had her car stolen, but a software update stopped the crooks in their tracks. So the woman got a call from the Baltimore Police Department as her 2019 Kia Accent sat in a parking lot near her apartment. She and police found a window broken and the ignition damaged.
He stated, yes, they attempted to steal it, but the good news is that they couldn't start it. They couldn't get anywhere with it. I'm glad that I took my vehicle to the dealership shop, and they updated the software and everything just in time. Because if I didn't do that, my car will have been gone.
Yeah, so as she mentioned, she had taken the car in earlier for a recall and also got an anti-theft immobilizer software. And that's what apparently stopped the attempted theft. Thanksgiving is now just 9 days away, and the price of turkeys has dropped. According to turkey farmer John Zimmerman, turkey prices are down between 10 and 15% this year compared to last year. Some factors contributing to that drop: lower fuel costs and turkey feed costs. John Zimmerman says as those overhead costs drop, sale prices at the store mimic the trend for all of us at the store. The health of the flock also remains a factor.
Well, currently we're enduring one of the largest bird flu outbreak that we've ever seen. We had an outbreak in 2014 and 2015. This one has lasted several seasons this year. I've been fortunate enough to not be directly affected, but farmers who are directly affected obviously have to euthanize those flocks to protect the industry as a whole, and that can be very devastating to the individual farmer.
Now, that farmer said he wasn't surprised by the dip in turkey prices, given that supply has been good this year. Some signs indicate a weakening, though, of the holiday labor market. Typically, at this time of year, businesses are hiring extra workers to help over the holidays. This year, though, job services firm Challenger Gray and Christmas says the number of seasonal positions advertised this fall fell to its lowest level in a decade. According to the Wall Street Journal, the National Retail Federation's seasonal worker hires have dropped as much as 40% from 2021. Economists are now projecting a pullback on holiday shopping for the rest of the year following high spending over the summer. In general, retailers have caught up on pandemic staffing shortages. And the Consumer Product Safety Commission used dramatic demonstrations to warn of the pitfalls that can ruin a happy holiday and the stunning statistics behind injuries related to holiday decorating, cooking, and toys. Karen Kafa with the warnings every household should know.
Dramatic demonstrations to underscore how the season of lights and wonder can bring household hazards. The Consumer Product Safety Commission releasing a new report about fires and injuries related to holiday decorating, cooking, and more.
How the unthinkable can happen in an instant. Fires involving Christmas trees and candles are far too frequent in this holiday season.
The CPSC says an average of 1,600 cooking fires take place on Thanksgiving Day, more than 3 times the daily average. CPSC says to stay close while food is on the stove or in the oven and place a turkey fryer far from the house, never on the porch or in the garage. The CPSC also reports nearly 15,000 people were treated in hospital emergency rooms last holiday season between November and January due to decorating-related injuries. More than 40% of those injuries involved falls. And a dry tree is a more flammable tree. A live Christmas tree needs plenty of water, and check for broken light bulbs and frayed wires regularly. When it comes to holiday toys,
When you're buying toys, making sure they're age appropriate, because we do see a lot of injuries associated with small parts for children.
CPSC did say their researchers observed a downward trend from 2015 to 2022 in toy-related injuries for children 14 years and younger. In Washington, I'm Karen Kafa.
The Oregon Zoo says 2 of its endangered species population are now pregnant. An eastern black rhinoceros named Josie will deliver her baby anytime between now and early January. Now, black rhinos are considered critically endangered. Asian elephant Rose 2 is also expecting with a potential birth in 2025. That would be her 3rd calf. Now, Asian elephants are considered highly endangered in their range countries. The Oregon Zoo, of course, is located in Portland.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And I'm going to show you the big picture tonight. We got a lot going on in the Pacific. We're in the middle of dealing with this upper level low that's been pushing in the showers on the coast, Northern California, Central Oregon, over the Oregon Cascades. There's a lot going on up here as well. But look at us. We're like right in the middle of a little bit of a clear spot. That's changing, though, as the system starts to push in. We're going to see some cloudy skies developing overnight tonight. These showers, if indeed they do make it, they'll be here late tonight, early tomorrow morning, and that could bring again that fog that we saw that lingered most of the day on Highway 84. Walla Walla had very dense fog this morning, and we could see that same setup tomorrow, even in the Columbia Basin. Here's the weather pattern. Here's that band of showers coming through by tomorrow, starting to head to the east out of the area. Here's the jet stream right around the Oregon-Washington state line. Then as the day goes on, we'll see another bit of wraparound moisture. Snow staying mostly out of our area. However, the upper elevations could pick up a little bit of snowfall from this next weather pattern. Then we see things shifting drastically. Look at that jet stream coming straight down from the north. That's going to bring the colder air. So we're setting up for cooler air for the next couple of days, below average, not a ton. Here's our futurecast showing us those showers overnight around midnight. There's that band of showers coming through the Columbia Basin. All the clouds and fog hanging around the foothills of the Blues and even in the Columbia Basin as we get through our Wednesday morning. A little cloudy and overcast, and then here we have another band of showers midday or just after noon coming through the Columbia Basin, Tri-Cities, Walla Walla, mainly going to miss Kittitas Valley, but we could see again a few light showers come through the region tomorrow afternoon. Then we'll see clearing skies and we'll have that northerly flow, so those cooler temperatures on the way. We had a beautiful sunset tonight on our Legends Casino Skycam. It almost looks like a painting. 46 degrees right now. Winds are light at 7 miles per hour. Let's take a look at our planning for tonight. Next couple of hours. Again, after that sun goes down, those temperatures drop. We'll be down in the 30s by 7 and 8 o'clock tonight in Yakima. Down to the 30s by 8 o'clock in the Tri-Cities with increasing clouds through the region. Walla Walla will start to see more fog developing, kind of hanging out in the foothills of the Blues with those temperatures already down in the 30s this evening. Let's talk about temperatures overnight tonight. Our overnight lows in the mid 30s along the foothills of the Blues. 37, 36 Prosser and Tri-Cities. Well, warmer 38 in Hermiston. But we're right there at that freezing level in the Yakima Kittitas Valley. So we're looking for widespread frost once again like we saw this morning. For tomorrow, look for those cloudy skies. Some scattered showers should start to clear out by tomorrow night. Temperatures below the average. Typically we're in the low 50s right now. We'll be in the upper 40s for most of our area. So planning your day out tomorrow. Again, those temperatures on the cool side out the door in Yakima. Take a look at Tri-Cities where we could see those scattered showers through about midday or so, and then fog developing in the area tomorrow night. And in Walla Walla, we have a chance of showers on and off throughout the day, with temperatures staying in the low to mid and upper 40s throughout the afternoon. Stay with us. I've got your 7-day planning forecast coming up here in just a few minutes. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacey. Well, as we mentioned, it is World Diabetes Day, and up next on Apple Valley News Now at 5, we're talking about how your diet has an impact on long-term health conditions, including diabetes. That's next.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
With K2 Vision RLE, you can throw away your distance and reading glasses. Plus, you'll never develop a cataract. Schedule a free Zoom consultation with us today. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
Diabetes is the #1 cause of kidney failure and is one of the leading causes of blindness in the U.S. More information now at applevalleynewsnow.com.
Diabetes Awareness Month, sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care. Only 2 more episodes of The Golden Bachelor. So get your friends and head to Twig's Bistro and Martini Bar Thursday night as Apple Valley News Now hosts the official Golden Bachelor watch party. Get awesome food and drinks and enter to win great prizes as competition for the first Golden Bachelor wraps up.
I'm Gary. I'm your first Golden Bachelor.
The official Golden Bachelor watch party Thursday night at Twig's Bistro and Martini Bar. From Twig's Bistro and Martini Bar, Active for Life, and Apple Valley News Now.
Okay, thanks for visiting. Bye, Alice.
I'm stuck.
Not funny anymore.
Yes, it is. Wait, guys. The Mesozoic times are boring and have 0 rad attractions. Triple play is fun. I want to stay here.
Of course you can stay. Oh, fantastic. We won't regret this.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, like bowling, Raptor Reef Indoor Water Park, and a brand new zip line ride, all attached to a cozy hotel.
She's on the logo already. Marketers are the worst.
Tonight, we're finding out what voters really think and want. With just 1 year out from the 2024 race, the possible signals of how the country will vote. More Americans turn to the most watched newscast on television. World News Tonight with David Muir.
Today, Grady turns 1. Already he plans to wrestle alligators, try his hand at the culinary arts, and explore the world. With the Get College Saving Program, you can start saving for their future anywhere in the country. Don't borrow your children's future, build it at 529.wa.gov.
Now is the time for a new bath from Bathfitter. Every Bathfitter bath is installed quickly, safely, and beautifully with a lifetime warranty. Go from old to new, from worn to wow. The beautiful bath you've always wanted, done right, installed by one expert technician, all in one day. We've been creating moments like these for 35 years, and we're here to help you get started. Book your free virtual or in-home design consultation today.
New data tonight that a diet high in ultra-processed foods can increase the risk of chronic health conditions like diabetes and heart disease. The World Cancer Research Fund International examined data from people who ate a lot of ultra-processed foods, specifically animal products and sweetened beverages. It found the diet was linked to an increased risk of cancer, diabetes, or cardiovascular disease. A 2019 study found about 71% of food in the United States would be considered ultra-processed. Now here's a preview of what's ahead in about 5 minutes, coming up on World News Tonight with David Muir.
Tonight, the growing humanitarian crisis in Gaza, plus the new House Speaker's plan to avoid a government shutdown at the end of the week. Will his party support him? More Americans turn to the most watched program on television. World News Tonight with David Muir.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Are your closets overflowing? Is your garage filled with things you no longer need? When you donate to Goodwill, you're not just clearing space in your home, you're creating opportunities for those in need. By donating or shopping at Goodwill, you actively contribute to local employment opportunities and help individuals find work within your community. So donate your gently used items to Goodwill, and together we can transform lives and build a brighter future. Goodwill, there's more behind the store.
To see if you qualify for Hanford worker compensation, please call Smart Law for a free consultation at 1-877-630-1122. Workers and the families of deceased workers who worked at the Hanford site are now eligible for compensation for diseases and illnesses, including neurological, respiratory and heart conditions, cancers, and beryllium-related disorders. This may be in addition to compensation already being received. Call Smart Law at 1-877-630-1122 for Hanford worker compensation. Smart Law in Yakima and Tri-Cities.
Time for a new roof? Let M&M Roofing replace it with a product so good you'll never have to replace it again. Our roofs come with the limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again. And with the rain, snow, and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency. Get your free roof assessment today. So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let M&M Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
You know, there's millions of people without the health insurance they need.
I get it. You feel like it's too pricey, a headache to deal with, and not worth it.
You deserve something better and better. We're on a mission to get everyone high-quality health insurance. We have plans with as low as $0 out-of-pocket premiums, a network of local doctors, and a rewards program for making healthy choices.
Nice.
That's why we're America's #1 marketplace health insurance. So call us or go online now. And Better Health. On a mission for better.
Hey y'all, this ain't no turkey shootout going on at Legends Casino Hotel in November. It's a roping and a riding cash and car roundup where you could wrangle $10,000 in cash or win a new Volkswagen. Just steer your Legends rewards card smack dab into your favorite slot machine to earn entries. And then giddy up on over to Legends Casino on Thursdays for your chance to snag 10 grand in cash or a VW Jetta on November 23rd or the Atlas Crossport on November 30th. Round up the posse and we'll see you at Legends Casino Hotel in Toppenish.
This holiday season, celebrate with historic downtown Prosser. On Friday, December 1st, join us for a festive evening of fun for the whole family. Snap a photo with Santa and Mrs. Claus. Watch the live Christmas tree lighting and enjoy food and drink from local vendors. Make merry and celebrate the season with us. Visit historicprosser.com for more information.
Welcome back. We're taking a final look at the forecast, and Stacey, kind of foggy in some areas. I could feel the chill moving in today.
Yes, you definitely feel that colder air, and that is the situation. Look at those overnight lows for the next several days. Chilly in Yakima. Daytime highs not bad, but they are slightly below the average for this time of year, and a slight chance of showers for tomorrow. But moving forward after that, it's looking like we go into a dry cold spell headed into our Thanksgiving week. Now the showers possibly happening more in the Columbia Basin tomorrow, late tonight, early tomorrow through about midday. Then we'll see some afternoon clearing with, again, a bunch of days in a row so far looking pretty dry, but those temperatures at night sitting below the freezing level. And with all that low level moisture in the air, that's when we start to see that fog developing in the area. Now, there was dense fog, less than a quarter-mile visibility this morning in Walla Walla, and then it just kind of hung on to the Blue Mountains and took pretty much all day for for it to go away. Let's take a look at Walla Walla's forecast. Again, there's those showers, a little bit dry. Then they have a slight chance of showers on Sunday. Those cooler temperatures, and again, be prepared for dense fog. Plan for extra commute time tomorrow morning.
All right, I know we need that rain, but if we can keep the skies clear for travelers, that's good with me.
That'd be good.
Thanks, Stacy. Thank you so much for watching. World News Tonight with David Muir is next. We're back tonight at 6.